The only reason you can understand English well but you can't speak is because you have no fucking idea how to learn English. It's not your fault. We spend years and years in school listening to a teacher's explanation. Most people do exactly the same thing on TikTok or YouTube. Also a bunch of native English speakers who never learned how to speak a foreign language fluently, and people tend to listen to their advice, which is like asking for financial advice from the King of England. Learning to speak English is pretty simple. Not easy, but simple. The things I did over the years were exactly the same things I would do if I was learning to play an instrument. Let's say you want to learn how to play the guitar. You would obviously listen to loads of songs where you can learn the difference between the different sounds and then learn how those sounds work on your guitar. But just like we won't be able to play a guitar better by reading books about the guitar and watching people playing the guitar in a video, we won't just magically become able to communicate in English effectively by watching movies or listening to podcasts or reading articles. Someone plays the guitar, they are probably preparing for some sort of performance in the long term. Do guitarists just jump on the stage and put on a performance without any sort of practice? So many people who miss this huge part of learning to speak English fluently, the activation part, when whatever expressions, sentences, phrases you learned from whatever you listen to, the movies you watch, you need to practice integrating them into whatever you say. First, you need to see plenty of examples of how the grammar or the vocabulary that you want to use is used in its real context. And this is what we mostly do with my students in class, is that we do activities that help them integrate the vocabulary and the grammar into their memory, so they will find it easier to pull them out in a future conversation. Just like a guitarist needs to practice, and it's gonna be difficult at the beginning, it's going to be slow and there's a lot of processes they need to learn, but the more automatically they'll be able to play all the chords once they are ready, because they've practiced playing. Just like we need to practice speaking and putting those thoughts into words and the words into sentences, they can have the performance like you can have the conversations with other people without always worrying about what to say next.